Hey, what's up, folks? It's the C3 Fantasy Football Podcast, the return. We've been out a couple of weeks, but we're back, and Mel Mayock, who is kind of my fantasy football inspiration because he always keeps me on the ball and says, Tony, why are you slacking while I'm gone? What's up, my man?
What's going on, Tony? Somebody's got to keep you straight, man. Does that make me your C3 wife?
I hope not. I think I can do better.
Yeah. Ouch.
Ouch. Hey, what goes around comes around, my friend. All right. It's been a couple of weeks. I think it's been about 3 weeks since we've had a podcast. What are we in, week 10?
11.
Or did we just get done? So we just got done with week 10. So I think that let me check the draft guide, but don't the playoffs start in week 13?
Yep. No.
They start early in our league. They start a week earlier than most leagues because we have an extra round because there's a bye week.
Actually, we got 2 more weeks left in the season. We just finished week 11. We're going into week 12, and we have week 12 and week 13 to decide things, and then the playoffs start.
14, 15. I swear we start a week early, man. All right, I'm about to look it up. All right, well, what's been happening in fantasy football?
Been some crazy games lately, man. I've been seeing a lot of ties in the C3 league, which is unusual. But you'll see one of the leagues there was actually 2 ties in the league, 2 different games. But we'll get to that as we go through the contest. We sent out an email for all you C3 players out there. We sent out an email earlier today, giving the winner from week 10 and then the winner from week 11.
We manually seed. The playoffs start week 13.
So everything's decided here week 12?
I think so, because we have to have I got the draft guide up, and in the draft guide it said that week 13 we manually seed because there's only 12 contests, right?
Yeah.
12 weekly contests, so that means, is this week is when it's decided.
Oh.
So who makes it? Because remember, we have to have most leagues
starts
a week later. Because in our league, we give a bye week to the teams that win each.
That's right. So the
division.
But the individual leagues still go through week 13 and do their playoff afterwards. But the big manual one for the 48-team league and the Vernon Butler jersey and the $300, that starts week 13. So week 12, this coming week, settles it all.
Yes. And right now, like if we're looking at, let's just run through. I'm in the Rucker League right now. Okay. Is that your league?
Yep.
Are you really 9-1?
No, I'm 9-1-1.
Oh, 9-1-1. That's pretty awesome, dude. You're like dominant. So you're in the playoffs. Gosh, this is crazy. Keep Pounding is actually ahead because he has 2 ties.
Isn't that crazy? 5-4-2 is ahead of the 6-5 team.
So right now you're looking at coming out of this league if things go really Caruth is on fire or Fear the Beard they just got to win this week. If they win this week, I think they pull ahead. They'll probably pull ahead of. No, I guess even if he wins, if he wins, he keeps Keep Pounding would keep his position at 6-4-2.
Yeah, for Caruth on fire and Fear the Beard, they have to win and Keep Pounding.
Wow. So I want to see let me see the scoreboard for this week.
Because it looks like
going into week.
It looks like Team Hazelwood has locked in the wild card spot for the league, right?
Look at this. Is Grant where the Red Fern Ganoes is going up against at Keep Pounding? He's the guy that's got to knock him off, or else he's going into the playoffs because of those ties.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think in that league, Hazelwood at 7-3-1, it's going to be hard to unseat him.
Yeah, even if he loses,
and I don't.
He's still ahead.
Yeah, unless it's points that somehow if we could let me see. Which one is points scored? Is it PF?
Yeah, that's points for, and then points allowed is your defense.
Okay, so there's no way that they're going to catch him. He's going to be going, and that I think is the second or third year in a row.
Yeah, he's a
That
player.
he's made the major playoffs. Yeah,
that's awesome. Team chosen won, and Hazelwood are settled, right? And so now we're just waiting in this league to see if keep pounding wins
the West.
Right, keep pounding wins, then he's in. If not, then whoever wins between Caruth is on fire and Fear the Beard, which Fear the Beard plays me. So I hope you don't win this week, buddy. But hey.
Yeah, if you do, you do him. If you lose, you do him a solid. Let's jump over to Muhammad and see what's going on. Standings there. Gosh, I got to get on. Dang, seeding these brackets. Yay! Oh wow! Look at this. What you got is Team Keekly is 8-3 and the lead in the East. Mike After Dinner Mentor is one game back. And then if you jump over to the other side, you've got Shady Brady's Deflated Balls and Team Sackinger for a loss, both 8-3.
Those are some solid records right there, man. Jeez.
That's going to be bringing somebody in. And let me see. Who did I say it was? It was Mike After Dinner Mentor, who's 7-4. He's going to be playing Keegan Ass, who is 7-4. That's a tough matchup. Shady Brady is playing Christina, an 8-3 team.
But see, I like this though because I like this because this week, if Team Keekly loses, who do they play? If they lose, and After Dinner Mentor wins, then it goes to the tiebreaker.
Oh, really? Because they're playing Team Sackinger for a loss, who is trying to win the East Division.
And look at that. If you look at Team Keekly and After Dinner Mentor, actually Mike After Dinner Mentor has more points right now. So if he wins, Keekly loses, he's got the inside track to actually win the Eastern Division. So this weekend means a lot in this division.
Yeah, and because that means that all of a sudden Team Keekly could be out of the playoffs entirely.
Yeah. Whew.
Because the wild card, if he loses, the wild card is likely going to go to one of those teams in the West. Mm-hmm. So really, you're talking about this. There's 4 teams probably. There are 4 teams bidding for an opportunity to make it. And I'm thinking that it's going to be Team Keekly, Mike After Dinner Mentor, Shady Brady's Deflated Balls, and Team Sackinger. So winning that division's tough. Wow, this may be the closest league we're going to look at.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive right there.
That's
and tell you, I'm excited, man. I didn't realize until we got on the air here. So thank you, Professor. You're teaching as usual. I didn't realize this was the last week. So this kind of sets the table for a big weekend.
Yeah, Thanksgiving week. And just to let everybody know, and I know that everybody gets confused about this, but the reason that our fantasy league we go into the playoffs, the super bracket a week early, is because it's a 12-team playoff. And to give a 12-team playoff and to give 4 teams a bye.
Right.
You got to add an extra week on. And we think that, and this is something that we could change in the future if we truly wanted to, but I like the idea of a bye if you've won your whole league.
Right. So one team from each division gets a bye, and that's the team that won their division and had the most points, right? Had the best record. Tiebreaker is points.
Exactly. Yeah, best record, tiebreaker is points. And I guess that would come. So that's a big deal. And that actually, if you get the wild card, if you wild card in, you don't get a bye.
Right.
So, there are crazy ways you can have a lot of points.
Right. You could win your division, but not get a bye.
Right, right.
Only
Because the other division, it's between the two division winners, if that makes sense.
right.
East and West winner with the best record. And look at this, what you're talking about right now. If Team Keekly wins and Shady Brady's Deflated Balls wins, that's two 9-3 teams, and we'll have to go to the points. And right now, they're separated by 21 points.
On the year.
So that's going to come down to the very end. I mean, that's going to come down to and let me see. Let's just look at this matchup real quick and see what's going down.
You're talking about really gets exciting.
Yeah, is that now it's starting to get a little interesting. Tell me who. Let's see. You've got who are we looking at as the team we think could fall? Potentially, we're seeing Team Keekly is the vulnerable one, right?
Yep. He's got to win.
And he's going against Chris Sackinger for a loss. 2 8-3 teams together. This is the dynamite matchup right here.
Wow.
And guess what? It is going to come to Monday night. Team Sackinger for a loss has Aaron Rodgers going in at Philly on Monday night.
Well, Professor, I think on our show
he's got James Starks.
I think on our show Tuesday night, we're going to have to announce how these folks did if we can. That may not be enough time to put the brackets together, but, man, this is exciting.
There are Sunday Team Keekly's got Broncos defense Sunday night. Boy, this is going to come down to the wire. This right here, I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this right now.
Yeah.
And
Aaron Rodgers, DeMarco Murray against Lamar Miller, Willie Snead against Larry Fitzgerald, Kendall Wright against Amari Cooper, Kyle Rudolph against Zach Ertz, Garrett Blunt. Now, Garrett Blunt is a boom or bust dude. I mean, he can really – it depends on the game plan from the Patriots. That could decide this game. If they run LeGarrette Blunt and then Robert Kelly is a hot hand. Ooh,
and you never know what you're going to get with Aaron Rodgers these days. I mean, right. I hate to say that, but he's my guy. And DeMarco Murray, against Chicago, this is going to be – he's got a lot. See, Sackinger for a loss has a lot riding on the Tennessee game.
Yep. And look at the projected score, man.
What is it?
112.1 for Team Keekly and 110 for Team Sackinger.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is the matchup. That's the matchup of the dang league right there.
Yeah,
and let's see if there's another one. Who was the other one we should be watching is Keegan Ass.
Yeah.
Keegan Ass could climb in because he's playing. Who is he playing?
Oh, goodness.
No, he's playing Still Wins the Bed. All right. I'm thinking this is Shady Brady's Deflated Balls.
No, I think you were looking at Week 11 there.
That's right. That's exactly
Keegan Ass is playing Mike After Dinner Mentor.
Which is a giant matchup as well, right?
Yeah. Chase Jones against Evan Cottle. That's a big matchup.
Oh, my gosh. This league is coming down to the wire. If you look at that.
This is why I love fantasy football. This type of stuff right here. It really gets going here. I mean, this is awesome.
I want to see if I can do this. Let me see. I was going to try to share their teams real quick. See if it shows up now. Can you see their teams? If I get my little camera thing out of the way.
Yeah, there you go.
There they are. Stafford playing Thursday night on Thanksgiving. Let me see. They've got Le'Veon Bell. There's a lot of Thanksgiving people here in this matchup. Look at this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Thanksgiving players in this matchup.
And then look,
Mark Ingram, man. Mark Ingram, you better get them out of that lineup. You know he can't play. There's no way he's going to be able to play.
And then Theoretic.
They say questionable.
Theoretic very well probably not going to play.
He says this, Ingram was limited in practice Wednesday. I'm fine. I'm going to be playing Sunday. I feel good. I just have to be smart about it if anything comes about, if I'm dealing with anything. I don't know. He's going to have to be cleared. That dude was knocked what out.
He was.
Okay, cool, man. Gosh, this is why the C3 Fantasy Football League is the bomb diggity. This league right here. Muhammad takes the cake. Let's jump over who we need to do mentor.
Yep.
All right. So if I'm jumping to mentor right now, and the standings are, this one's not as close. Actually, there could be a wild card run. Let me see. Bordeaux Milk Biscuits is leading the way with 9-2. They're going to the playoffs. Make Americam Great Again, best name in the whole dang league, is going to the playoffs. So those division winners are locked up.
Now, but the one who has the bye is not necessarily locked up.
Right, because you're talking about two. They could tie.
Let's see. If Bordeaux Milk Biscuit loses and Make American Cam Great Again wins.
Jacob Powell, who has won the C3 Fantasy Football League in the past. I think he was our winner last year.
Yep. Make America Great Again has the clear edge on points.
Yeah, so, he's got 1,400 points to 1,264. He's got to win this week. Let's see what he's going up against.
Make your character.
I got it right here. Let's
Panther Storm. Which, by the way,
Panther Storm?
No, that's who we played this past week. That's who he won by.
Oh my goodness!
He won by.
They're playing for the bye.
Are they? No.
It's Bordeaux McBiscuits versus Make Americam Great Again.
Oh, you couldn't write that up. You couldn't make that any better.
Oh my goodness! They are playing for the bye. Another screenshot coming.
Winner take all on that one. Oh, that's awesome.
This is a huge game. I thought the other league had a huge game. It does have huge games, but let me see if I can.
Make America Great Again won by a half a point last week to put themselves into this position.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh, wow. So much going on here. You're talking about, and if you can see my screen right now, you should be able to check out the teams if you're watching the matchups.
Zoom
out one more?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Perfect.
Blake Bortles versus Derek Carr. LaShawn McCoy against Melvin Gordon. I think LaShawn McCoy has the edge there.
He may not play, though. He got knocked out last
week.
Really? Yeah, he hurt his thumb.
Did he?
It was like a dislocated thumb.
Let me see. It says he's got a note. Was listed as limited practice participant on Wednesday. He is trending towards playing.
There you go.
Back from a Sunday night procedure on a thumb. He had a dang Sunday surgery. Excuse me. Dez Bryant versus Julio Jones. Oh, my Lord. That is a matchup for the ages. Mm-hmm. You've got Dez on Thursday on Thanksgiving against Washington.
You know that Jay Ajayi.
What a matchup that's going to be.
I'll tell you. Yeah. And that Jay Ajayi pick right there, that could be the ace in the hole for that team.
Playing San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that seems – I guess Thomas Rawls, the Procise, went out with an injury.
Procise is out?
After he broke that 76-yard touchdown run. So that means good news for Rawls. You've got Graham Gano going against Oakland, Steven Gostkowski, Packers defense versus Titans defense. This is you got to get the Packers defense out, bro.
Yeah.
They got to go. They blew it for me last week. They had negative points last week.
Yeah, you don't want to come down to Monday night needing them to put up some points for you.
Let me see if I can see. Can we show their benches? Yes. Let me see if there's anybody on the bench that.
Oh, he's going to have to pick somebody up.
He's got Sterling Shepard
Oh,
on the bench.
I would drop Tyrell Williams and go pick up a defense, or Sterling Shepard, go pick up a defense.
What? Who is it? Didn't Sterling Shepard blow up last week?
He had a touchdown.
Yeah, caught five of. Oh, he had 50 yards and a touchdown. Third straight game with a score.
Yeah, he's just hard to count on, though. There's so many weapons on that New York Giants team.
I thought he had a 2-touchdown game one time recently, but I must have been wrong about that. Doug Martin, is he back yet?
Yeah, he
Martin
came back
gained
for the
63 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about potentially I don't even know who you would put in. I don't think you can put Doug Martin or not.
But you're so right, dude. I mean, that Packers defense, that could be the difference in the game. So if he's watching, if you're not watching, shame on you for missing this podcast. But if you are, you need to swap out somebody that could be the difference in getting a bye week or not.
I'm voting on I just
voted for Professor. Watch. Now the Packers are going to score like 2 punt returns for touchdowns.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But they have not done all that great.
Their secondary is trash.
I need to write this down. So this is the matchups this is playing for the Super Bye.
Yep.
Man, that's such a cool.
Huge games this weekend in the fantasy league. God.
That is enormous. So this is the game I'm going to be watching like close. Bortle Biscuits.
We need to tweet about this during the
writing it down. Yeah, I got to do it after the show, and I'll link the video and all of this. All right, let's go over to our last league, which is Minter or Mills.
Oh, which one were we just in?
We're in Minter, so I guess it would be Mills. No, it'd be yeah. All right. Scoreboard here. No, we want to go to standings. Standings. You've got oh, good Lord. Of course. It's down to the wire, folks. Nobody's quit. Here's my number, Khalil Me Baby. Is 7-4. Right now they have 1 game lead on Hog Molly Heroes.
So if they lose and Hog Molly Heroes wins, let's go see what the points
are Hog Molly Heroes by 100.
Ooh, so man, would that not be too perfect if they play each other?
Holy cow, we're gonna check that out. And on the other side, you've got the Chattahoochee Hoochie Coochies right now ahead with an 8-3 record, 1,307 total points on the year versus but in second place in that division is Music City Riot at 8-3. So they both have the same records, different points. They're about 27 points off. So now we just got to see this. Of course, if the C3 fantasy guys, not guys, because I don't like to use that statement.
But they're not playing each other. It's got here's my number. Khalil Me Baby's playing Mr. Peanut Punch, and Hog Molly Heroes playing I Warley Have the Funchies. So you got to over those games.
But what about the other one, the Chattahoochee Hoochie Coochies?
They play Weatherman.
And who was the Music City? Look at that. They're both playing teams with the same record. Essentially, you got 2 8-3 teams playing. One's playing a 3-8 team. One's playing a 4-7 team. Mm-hmm. By the way, that 4-7 team is Trip Morgan. What we need to see is right now you need Trip to if you're a Music City Riot, you need Trip to upset the Chattahoochee Hoochie Coochies, right?
I love that name, but that's right.
And can it be done, I guess, is the question. Let's look at the box score, the quick box score real quick. And you're talking about – wish I could see the projected points on my side. I can't see that on my side, which stinks.
You need the projected points on the Chattahoochee Hoochie Coochie game?
Yeah. Right now you got Derek Carr versus –
All right, so the C3 team – right, which is, I'm assuming, that's Wager Minute. Projected total points of 118. You move over to the Chattahoochee Hoochie Coochies, projected total of 118.9.
No way!
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The nail biter. Let me see if there's anybody. You don't want to put, Marvin Jones, man. He's been killing me in my fantasy leagues. You almost wonder, do you go Dak over Derek Carr?
Oof.
No, I don't think you do.
Oof.
You can't put Jeremy Hill in because he doesn't do – he's playing the Baltimore run defense, and they're upset about last week.
Ooh, I would be tempted. I would really look at that Dak matchup tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Dak's going to be on a big stage.
What I'd be wondering is right now on the other side of the coin, Russell Wilson, he's got starred Isaac Smith, Chattahoochee Hoochie Coochies, has got Russell Wilson starting over Tom Brady.
Who does Seattle play?
Tampa Bay.
Ooh, that's why.
Who does Tom Brady play? The Jets. Like either one. I don't know how you don't start Tom Brady. That's just me, but he's also got Terrell Pryor Sr. on the bench.
The reason I would be hesitant about Brady is you never know that game plan, man. They could decide to run on every play, and they do that a few times a year. And it can just really kill you.
Yeah, and I guess they're going to be relying more on Russell since precise. Wow.
Yeah, that's tough, though. That's tough. That Jets defense, man, their strength is against the run. So they're probably going to come out and pass a lot.
Okay, well, all right, Mel, tell me anything about these contests we got. You've been taking care of it, and I appreciate that.
Yep. Let me see. I sent out an email, and let me just go back and make sure I don't.
It was Cameron, right?
Yep, Cameron, and actually, I hope you saw. I forwarded you over. He bounced back and said he wants that "I Stand with Cam" T-shirt.
Yeah. So, all right, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that makes my life easy.
But that was for the closest defeat, and he actually lost 132 to 131.5. Now I'm sorry, I picked the wrong contest. That was Week 11's contest. Rochester Rusty Nails, which I've not heard what he wants yet, but he lost 132 to 131.5, which essentially also knocked him out of the playoff race by half a stinking point. But that was the Week 11 winner. Week 10 winner was Cameron Curry, which the contest was for the lowest score, and that honor went to Fear of the Beard, who put up a modest 65 points. But for that, hey, that's the great thing about the C3 Fantasy Football League is even you go out there and lay an egg, you win a T-shirt.
Wah, wah, wah. That's right. Well, gosh, I am very excited about this now that we did this show because
one last thing, I'm sorry. Absolutely, and sorry to talk over you there, but one last thing about the contest is we got 1 week contest left. That's this week's, right? And that's for the defense team. The defense that puts up the most points wins a prize. So that'll be the last weekly.
Green Bay. It's going to be Green Bay.
Watch.
Monday night, Green Bay gets you the bye. Wow.
That's it.
Okay. Well, that's I don't got anything else. You got anything else you want to do?
Nope. That's it. It's just going to be a lot of fun this weekend. Tony's going to put out. Those are 2 epic games for next week. Tune in next Wednesday night as we break down the playoff picture, how it looks, who's got to buy, who's in, who's out. Let's have fun.
Mel, you gonna get a chance to spend some time with some family tomorrow on Thanksgiving?
I am. I already got one daughter in town, getting ready to go hug her neck again, and then I got another daughter coming in later tonight. So happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, all the C3 fans and fantasy football players. We're very thankful for you guys for sure.
Yes, we are, and you guys have not disappointed, and we'll see you next Wednesday night.